All right, I want to sit down and do a little Whole30 recap. I feel like I haven't really, talked to the people that I have as followers and people that maybe view my video without following. I just kind of want to give you a recap of how things went. And let's just jump to the point. I lost 15 pounds on this 6 Whole30. And generally speaking, in the past, when I was back at 312 pounds, 270 pounds, I was losing anywhere from 30 down to probably 22 pounds. The 15 pounds at first felt bad on day one, or at least the first few hours. And then the more and more I thought about it, the more excited I was about that weight loss. It put me back to actually a place I'd been earlier in the year. But as far as how I felt a hell of a lot better than I felt at that point. And when I looked at old, videos from my Orange Theory videos as well as update videos, I looked a lot better. It's one of those things where you can't just look at the number on the scale. You have to look at more. So that was exciting. A couple things I just want to cover. What did I learn? Would I ever do Whole30 again? And what would I tell others who might be considering doing the Whole30? All right, so as far as what I learned that I never want to go back to that guy that I was, as far as weight-wise, and just kind of how it affected my life. It wasn't a good place in my life. It wasn't where I wanted to be emotionally, physically, and yeah, so I never want to go back to that man. All right, what else did I learn? I learned that I can definitely lose more weight. I can definitely get to where I want to be. The goal that I set for myself is just arbitrary. It's a 100-pound weight loss, and basically at the end of Whole30, I was 25 pounds away from that. I'm getting there. It's going to take time. It's going to be hard work, determination, more Orange Theory fitness, but a lot more of eating right and eating right long term. It's about changing the way you look at food. Melissa Harwig talks about how you need to do your food freedom forever. Even on round 5 of the Whole30, I thought it had taken, and it didn't. And I think it just takes time. It's hard to break old habits. And so for me, it's just trying to figure out, what foods are going to work, which ones are not. I'm not a diet person, so I can't diet. Whole30 is a reset, and it's about figuring out what does and doesn't work for your body, figuring out what you need. And again, food freedom forever is about making the right choices. If you were somewhere, say at work, and somebody brings some homemade brownies, and you realize that they're just from a box and they don't taste very good, it's not worth it, or at least I don't think it's worth it. If you're in a French bakery in France, I think that pastry is probably worth it, and what the hell, you should enjoy it. Will I ever do Whole30 again? In the past, I said no, and we've done it twice this year, I think, since I said no, or at least once since I said no. And as hard as it is, as frustrating as it is at times, it is really, really helpful to have that reset. I think yearly, it's going to be a yearly thing, at least once a year, just to kind of reset us. But I guess it depends on where we are when January comes up again. Whether my wife and I, Kristen, will feel that we need to do one. If she wants to do one and I don't feel I need to, I might just jump on board to support her, because it really is about supporting the people you love. And she's done a great job of supporting me. I talk about this all the time, but she does the majority of the cooking on Whole30, and I can't say how much that means to me. It's priceless. So just wanted to kind of throw that out there. She does a ton. Yeah, what would I tell other people that are thinking about doing the Whole30? I would say suck it up and do it. Just do it. Don't think about it as a diet. Think about it as a reset. You probably put a lot of shit in your body that you shouldn't. And it's time to see what a reset really is all about. Again, it's not a diet, it's a reset. Give yourself 30 days. No gluten, no alcohol, no sugars. Not a lot of fun in some people's minds, and I joke about that a lot. I call it no fun, but the outcome's a lot of fun. The foods that you can make with your spouse, partner, your family members on the Whole30. There's amazing meals out there that you can make on Whole30 that you'll end up eating well after the Whole30. And that's what it's all about, is resetting your expectations, the way you look at food, the way you handle food. I think anybody that's struggling with weight loss, maybe even how you're feeling about yourself in general, even if you're not super overweight, I think doing a reset like this can really reset your body and your mind, and I highly encourage people to do it. So yeah, the month overall was a big success in many ways. Again, like I said, or maybe it's the in a sense the non-scale victories. You look at the pictures of yourself after Whole30. You look at maybe your skin or how your joints are feeling, And there's so many different things that make my day better after doing a Whole 30 and during the Whole 30. Yeah, a month for you or me is not a big deal. And if your health and your life mean a lot to you, and you're not going where you want to be, I highly suggest doing it. I guess the last piece of advice I'd like to offer you is if you feel like you want to do the Whole 30, make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. Do it for yourself. There's nothing wrong with doing it for your family as well. You have to be ready inside to want to change your life. And this isn't like one of those fad diets or things like that where you slip something into your body and it's magically going to help you. It takes a lot of work in the program, beyond the program, and you have to be ready for that. I know that multiple times when I tried it, I wasn't ready to kind of change the way that I ate after, and it was pretty obvious. So that would be one piece of advice. And the other thing I'd just like to add is if you have questions, leave them below. Reach out to me on Instagram, Twitter, shoot me an email, whatever, and I'll do my best to get back to you, either in a video or personally replying or whatever works. I just wanted to offer that to anybody that is, thinking about the Whole 30. I'm definitely more than happy to engage you. I've had good luck with it. My wife's had good luck with it, and definitely want others to share in that. I do these videos really a lot for myself to keep myself motivated, as I've said, but if I can help others along the way, that makes me happy. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're doing what works for you, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye now.